Hi, my name is Muhammad Azmi bin Azmi. Today I will explain about the experiment T2 Boyle's law. The objective of the experiment is first to determine the relationship between the pressure and the volume of a gas with fixed mass at constant temperature. And second is to study how compression and expansion of gas works. Okay, the procedure. First, start up. Connect the equipment to the power supply and then perform a quick inspection to make sure that the equipment is in proper working condition. Next is ensure that all valves are initially closed and the main switch and air compressor P101 switch are turned off. Next, switch on the main power supply. The PT101, PT102 and TT101 display should light up. 5. The equipment is now ready for use. Then for the experiment A, compression of gas. First, perform the startup procedure and then fully open the valve BV101 and then record the initial pressure reading PT101, volume and temperature of air in T101 and then switch on the air compressor. Next, when the pressure in T102 reach 0.8 bar, switch off the P101 and close the valve BV101. And then number 6, slowly open the valve GV101. Ensure that the temperature reading on TT101 does not change as the volume of air change. And then close GV101 when the oil level reach 2500 mm. Wait for the pressure. And then reading on PT101 to stabilize the record the reading together with temperature of air TT101. And then repeat step 6 and 7 for 2400 mm, 2300 mm, 2200 mm, 2100 mm and 2000 mm and 1900 mm and lastly 1800 mm. Record all pressure and volume measurement accordingly to table 2 and finally perform the shutdown procedure. And then for the experiment B, expansion of gas, fully open the valve BV102 and then record the initial pressure reading on PT101, volume and temperature of air in T101. And then fully open GV101. And next, operate the vacuum hand pump P102 until the volume of air reach 2600 mm. Ensure that the temperature reading on TT101 does not change as the volume of air change. And then wait for the pressure reading on PT101 to stabilize. Record the reading together with temperature of air TT101. And then repeat the step 5 and 6 for the 2700 mm, 2800 mm, 2900 mm, 3000 mm, 3100 mm and 3200 mm. Record all pressure and volume measurements accordingly to table 3. Perform the shutdown procedure. For the shutdown procedure, first ensure the pump Switch is turned off and all valves are closed. Fully open GV101, and then if the tanks are under pressure, open BV102 and GV101, and then operate vacuum hand pump P102 until both tanks reach 0 bar, and then close all valves. If the tanks are under vacuum, open BV101 and GV101, switch on P101 until both tanks reach 0 bar, and then switch off P101 and close all valves. Switch off the main power supply. As you can see, this is the result for the table 2 and table 3 that I have calculated before. And then for the conclusion is, in conclusions, the experiments really helps in our daily life. When the air is pumped into a tire, the gas molecules inside the tire will get compressed and packed closer together. This increases the pressure of the gas and it starts to push against the walls of the tire. The experiment is successfully studied and the experiment obeys Boyle's law. From the graph it can be concluded that the pressure of the gas in column is inversely proportional to the volume of the gas at a constant temperature for a fixed amount of gas.